Hi everyone, welcome to Bible Minute. In Proverbs 9, verse 10, it says, "The fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom, and the knowledge of the Holy One is understanding." The fear of the Lord is kind of a strange thing to think about. Like, what does that mean? Here, I'm going to give some more scripture to confuse you a little more, okay? In 1 John chapter 4, verse 8, it says, "He who does not love does not know God, for God is love." Now think about that other thing in this back of your mind, though, the fear of the Lord. It says, continues on in 1 John chapter 4 and verse 18, it says, "There's no fear in love, but perfect love casts out fear, because fear involves torment. But he who fears has not been made perfect in love." So we have this thing in Proverbs saying the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. Knowledge is the beginning of wisdom, and knowledge of the Holy One is understanding. And then it's saying here that there's no fear in love, though. And it says, if you do not love, you don't know God, for God is love. What does this have to say? Let me even throw a little more into the mix. Okay, Philippians 2:12, it says, "Therefore, my beloved, as you have always obeyed, not as in my presence only, but now much more in my absence, work out your own salvation with fear and trembling." We serve a holy God. Um, you know, there's a lot of people out there who would want you to accept this fairy tale God who loves and accepts everything, and everything you do he's all right with because everything leads to God. But we have a true God that we serve, a true and real God, and he has set standards. You see, we can't come before him in our sin. If we think that we're going to go someday, we're going to live our whole life however we want, we're going to die, we're going to be before him, and with all of our sin on us and say, "Accept me," that's not going to happen. See, that is the good news of the gospel, that Jesus came and that he died. He took the place of our sin. Now, that doesn't mean that I can just continue on sinning, but knowledge, the fear of the Lord, is the beginning of wisdom. Knowing who God is, knowing that he's the righteous judge, but also knowing that he's full of love and compassion and mercy. Through Jesus Christ, he made a way for me so that my sin isn't penalized on me, it was on Jesus. Let's walk in the fear of the Lord. Let's walk in the knowledge of the Holy One, the set apart one. Let's set him apart in our lives above everything else. I'm telling you right now, those are the first steps to wisdom.